funny as I thought.
Yeah. So the video went up. I think it hit 300K. And when I saw them numbers, and I was just like, okay, well, shit. We talk about this relationship shit.
So that's how that's how you found the lane you wanted to be in. You made that one video and you said some relationship shit, and motherfuckers was like,
when I say, brother, that shit was crazy. That shit, and I had people, like I got followers all over in Africa and fucking Canada, every fucking way.
Wow.
So people started hitting me up. So I was like, well, okay, they asked me about, relationship advice, and I'm like, well, shit. Yeah, goddamn. I mean, first question is, it was more, I got like 87% women.
Yeah, of course.
13% men. Mm-hmm. So it was always the same question. Why men ain't shit? Where are all the good men at? These are the questions that, so I try not to be biased.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell it to you like it is.
Yeah.
So then when I have a lot of women that will jump on my post, on a positive post. And then say men ain't shit. Where they at. So my thing, let me figure out the politically correct way to say this shit so where I don't hurt anybody's feelings, but you can get the message. Mm-hmm. So I started thinking about shit that I went through in life and shit that I hear people talk about. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like when and this applies to men and women.
All right.
If you have been through a string of 37, 50 bad motherfuckers in your life, and that's all you've ever experienced, at what point did you stop paying attention to this motherfucker doing the shit to you? Mm-hmm. At what point did you ignore the red flags? So a lot of people ignore red flags because we want what we want.
That's it.
I want to go build me a woman. I'm gonna make them to who I want them to be. But what people fail to realize is you can't make a motherfucker.
Nah.
If they don't come to the table with that shit already, so now here it is, you done invested time and energy, and you done been cheated on, and your head done been busted open, and windows done been busted out, and flat tires, and all this shit. Now you become bitter. Mm-hmm. As a result, not of what that person put you through, but what you allowed yourself to go through.
Yeah.
So my thing is now to educate people to get you to a point to love yourself first. Because if I love me, I ain't gonna let you come with the bullshit.
So basically, it's not really relationship advice. It's more of a self-help. I mean, it's advice, but it's to get to a motherfucker like, look, man, it's you. You need to work you. And that will get you the way you want to be.
Because we walk around with blinders on. We walk around with fucking blinders on all our fucking life when it comes down to people.
Yeah.
Because guess what? The heart wants what it wants.
Yeah. So you make shit seem better than it really is.
So if I can get you to a point to love you, because if I'm allowing you to come in and abuse me physically, mentally, or verbally, I don't love myself.
Yeah.
I don't value myself. I may not know my worth. Maybe you weren't validated by your daddy, your mama. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, you're not loving yourself enough to walk away from that shit that's actually causing you to be stagnant. Mm-hmm. And everything that has anything to do with you. You loving somebody else more than you loving yourself. That's why people commit suicide. Oh, you finna leave me? Oh, I'm finna kill myself. I'm gonna slit my wrist. No, but if you love yourself and people say, well, you have a nonchalant, I don't give a fuck attitude, because I don't. Because if I give you an opportunity, if I open myself up to be vulnerable to you, and you take advantage of that shit, I don't need to forgive you. I don't need to talk to you no more. I don't need to fuck with you no more. When I see you on the street, don't speak. If you on fire, I'm not going to spit on you. Because we all make conscious decisions right now. If you came to my house and kicked my door in and robbed me in my sleep, you had to think about that shit before you did it. So you got to go through your conscience. And then you got to go through all these fucking scenarios of what ifs. Mm-hmm. But if you still do it after that, you didn't give a fuck about me.
Not at all.
So I don't give a fuck. If you do me in and you didn't have to, don't speak to me no more. I don't give a fuck. I don't hate you. I ain't mad at you. Because that shit take too much energy. Exactly. So my thing is it's just common sense. It's common sense stuff. You know how you want to be treated, you know how you want to be treated. Mm-hmm. So if you know that, then why would I settle for anything outside of that?
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. That's tough love too.
It's tough.
Black and white.
That I ain't spitting this. I'm not chewing this shit up and putting it on the spoon and putting it in your mouth to make it soft for you so you swallow it down. Right because I ain't got time. I ain't got that much breath to keep saying the same thing to nobody over and over and over again. If I'm saying, hey, brother, I made it out of this. This is how you gonna make out of do this, and this. If I gotta have this conversation with you 37 times, well, I probably ain't gonna go that many times. The second time, yeah. You know what?
You got it.
You got it. Figure that shit out.
You got it.
Hopefully, I'll see you next year.
I gave you the blueprint.
I gave you the fucking blueprint, and you still did what you wanted to do. Because
do the blueprint, then get back
that's
with
society. That's society. Society will sit back, and I can show you my inbox now, from stories to situations to everything. Wow. But you tell people stuff, and then they still go back into that same shit. It's just like washing the dog in the house. You let that dog go outside and they run around and wallow around in the grass. The fuck you just got clean? What the fuck is you doing? Why are you outside now? You got free from this shit. And this shit is just it's crazy. And I love my followers. I love them. Don't give me the death. Don't get no. Somebody probably hear this shit and I probably hear it. But I love them to death. But the thing of it is, you got to love yourself. So it's not hard. I'm trying to give people. I want to empower people. You know, people ask me to come do conferences and relationship conferences and that type of stuff. I just want to if people get to a point to where you don't have to have I don't give a damn attitude, but you kind of do. You kind of do. If you did me in, why am I going to stress for 30 days over you? 6 months over you. You done went on and you done got you some motels. So why am I sitting here stressing over this shit when life is still going to go on?
That's it.
We stop. But life is still moving. And we get caught up in that one situation. And you act like that's the end of your story.
Yep.
And that's all it is. I want to get people to a point. And I got a lot, and the thing with it is, I love it. I got a lot of brothers starting to jump on now.
That's good shit.
And it's hard to get brothers to talk.
Oh, you right.
To speak on shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like we grew up as a motherfucker. Like you ain't supposed to do that.
Exactly.
Shit bother you, just bother it up.
I tell motherfuckers right now. Like I go to a therapist because it's like see.
I'm saying, but how you said it.
See this shit? That is what we deal with right there. You tell a motherfucker you going to a therapist. You see that?
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
See? You see that?
This nigga.
And that's what we deal with.
But let me ask you this. Now, and this is just something I think for me right now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us, we don't talk. So when you go sit down and talk to your therapist, is that a moment for you? And it ain't really that you're looking for somebody to hold your hand. It's just an opportunity for you to actually express and get everything out and not have to worry about it. Because I'm going to tell you something.
Dude, I tell everybody, you don't understand it. Like when you sit down and it's a motherfucker, it's like, all right, so like if I talk to Ty, I might leave some shit out. Yeah. You know, some shit that I'm like, or he knows me, so he may feel a certain way about the situation.
Right.
Because he really knows me. Now, when you sit down and you talk to this motherfucker, because they don't give no advice, they just sit down and listen and ask questions. Dude, that shit feels like, man, I can't.
Like a weight.
Yeah, you can't. Sometimes you can't describe the feeling, and you know when you are at a point where, all right, like, you know when, like, all right, I ain't gotta go again this month. I'm good right now. It's like you feel it, cause man, that shit there lifts so much the fuck off of you.
And see, that's what I try to get the women to understand, because a lot of them say, well, why does my man talk to me?
That shit is different,
and I'm gonna tell you why. Because that shit will come back up in a fucking argument, or they gonna use that shit to try to belittle your ass, and they wonder why men get quiet. We pay attention to everything, but it's just y'all will turn. I know I say all women.
No, we know.
But a lot of women will turn that shit back around on your ass, and bitch, I don't even want to speak to you now. We live in the same house. We gonna break bread together and lay down and get up and see each other every fucking day. But guess what? You will not ever see me vulnerable again. Yeah. And that's what they gotta understand. Like when we come to you, if a man opens up to a woman and exposes himself, that's like a big fucking thing.
That's tough to do.
That's a big thing.
Tough to do.
So you gotta nurture that.
That's tough to do.
You gotta nurture.
It's like good or bad. That's some tough shit to do.
It's some tough shit to do.
That's tough shit to do.
Because I've had it happen to me. Shit, you open up, man. You sit down and you break down and you crying and tears coming out. And then you sit there the next time. Remember when your bitch ass was sitting down? You know what? All it is, I wish I can go find them motherfuckers, get them back, put them bitches back, because and then it breaks you. It breaks you. So my thing is getting us as kings and queens to be able to balance that shit out for each other. You know what I'm saying? If you go to work every day and she might go to work every day, but hell, you get home before I do. Certain shit you gonna do for me, and then if I get there before you. But a lot of people people are fighting with each other instead of fighting for each other.
Yeah, facts.
That's that bullshit. Like we gotta get out of that whole competition thing.
Yeah.
Like ain't but one person in the house pissing standing up. Shit, why is you in here? Your shit all on the fucking wall. Your shit ain't working right. You can do it, but the shit ain't working right. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So let me pee standing up, and I'll put the seat down for you, and you come do your thing. Mm-hmm. Everybody stays in their fucking lane.
You're right. Man, I can talk to you about some shit. I might need to fuck with you. I got some shit. This motherfucker here. I got this shit. This shit is crazy, but yeah. So where are you personally trying to take this? As far as your TikTok, your social media influence, are you like looking into like writing a book? You looking into?
Yeah, I want to write a book. I should have wrote a book. I got a lot of people that reach out to me. I got a publishing company that said if I do it, they'll publish it. I just don't like writing.
Yeah, writing a book is some hard shit. Yeah, that's some hard shit.
Just do it, record it.
Yeah, just record it. Like now, it's
you
like
can do that.
Yeah, but that shit don't put all the exclamations and all punctuations.
Then you get your editor.
My shit gonna look like a long ass text message.
Look, you do that shit, record it, take it to somebody to type it up.
Yep.
You go through the shit with them.
Yeah.
Be like, no. Yeah, okay, yeah.
The technology is a bitch right now. Shit different.
Shit, you can talk in that shit or type it up.
Yeah.
I seen that shit on
because
video the other day.
Yeah, motherfucker, like now they do shit. Now they do shit. Motherfuckers who like to write it up. They talk the shit out. Yeah, they dictate the shit, and then they get it to the editor, and the editor. Cause that's their job. Right. They knows what punctuation and where they want.
Okay, this is another chapter. This is
shit, man. Yeah,
I guess I'm lazy. When it comes down to that
there
shit,
we go.
I'm lazy.
I mean, but
let's get
the
down
thing
to it.
is, do it how you want to do it. Then it won't be no bullshit. It'll be like, okay, I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But if you sitting down there with an old school typewriter,
and
then it might be like, man, fuck all this. But if you doing it how you want to do it, you'll make 1 million books.
But see, and that's just I got so many other things going on right now, the merchandise and like trying to just people trying to get me to come.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can't get the money right.
Yep.
No, the money
you know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm not asking for a whole lot.
Yeah.
Pay for me to get there. If you live,
you got to be
compensated. Not driving distance, then pay for my flight, pay for my hotel,
and your
feed me while I'm there, and then give me a little something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But you want me to come all the way to California for free?
Nah, we don't work that way. You don't stay up the street. Don't work that way.
It's been a blessing, guys. To be honest with you, man, and it just to just be able to have that reach.
Yeah,
and to have people that don't look like me.
Fucking
support me.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Support me hard.
Yeah.
Support me hard.
Because when you get them on your side, the motherfuckers ride for you.
Right.
We'll ride for you.
And they've been riding, man. So
shit.
It's just, and I think that it encompasses so many things. Once we get to a point to where you know who you are and you love yourself, it makes you easy to deal with the next person. You know
and it also opens your mind up to shit too.
It does.
It clears you out. So, get therapy, motherfucker.
I talk to myself, homie.
Tyrone don't show emotions.
You right.
Not around people. I really don't.
Tyrone went through some stuff.
We
done had some conversations.
I know.
And I'm like, Tyrone, why you still here?
I wasn't raised.
Oh man, I'm good. Man, I'm good.
I was not raised to show no motherfucking emotions.
Like, and that's something we got to get out of.
Yeah.
I mean, but
you
go back to what you say though.
But you need to go sit down on the couch.
I start breaking down crying in here.
But you
do that with your shit with me, bro.
What I'm saying though, you know what I'm saying.
Because I ain't gonna know what to do.
No, I ain't either.
Yeah, I ain't gonna know what to say to you.
I'm gonna have to go get help from the back room and be like, hey man, your boy up here crying. I can't do shit for him.
God
damn. So do that with your therapist. That's what they get paid.
I ain't ashamed, boy. I got in that bitch one day and motherfucker for hours straight, I couldn't stop crying.
Goddamn.
Because that shit is